Yo, yo, what's going on, my friends? What's going on, my friends? ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenido, mis amigos, mis chicos, mis hermanos. Pero para la gente escuchándome de la Latinoamérica, Sudamérica, lo siento, pero la falta del video va a ser en inglés. I'm sorry, my friends. I'm sorry, my friends. Somer del Piso back once again with yet another video, but this time it is one of the first days of the month, the new month. So it's time for a Piso's perceptions, the Piso. Cha cha, cha 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 cha. So today, we decided to go on top of the Brooklyn Bridge once again, right? Just to sort of send a mark on the evolution of the channel, the technology of the channel, the content of the channel, the outlets, the outreach of the channel. Once upon a time, if you guys were following me from the very, very beginning, right? When I had, poor Somer del Piso had a measly 20 or 15 subscribers, I don't really remember, but it was definitely less than 100. We did a video atop this bridge talking about semen retention yet again, and the idea of a creator. The longer you are on semen retention and the more you ponder about the ideas of what is, or what came first, the chicken or the egg, or if there is some sort of grand architect of the world, of the universe, of all, does he really exist? Is he malevolent? Is he benevolent? Naturally. So now we've evolved, man. We've become so much more powerful. The channel has become so much more expansive, but let's not get sort of lost. We're gonna talk about a couple topics today and then we're gonna reel it in, right? So like, comment, subscribe, guys, and let's get right into it. Today, we're gonna start, I have a list again. I got a list of stuff that I'm gonna talk about just because there's just so many things and I usually forget. It is not a Piso's perception unless we talk about employment. Let's talk about employment. Okay, so honestly, for the past 3-4 months, employment has been really solid, except the last 2 months, including this one that's upcoming, it's been really well. I've been doing really well. We have this new job. We've been in it for about 3 weeks now. The 9-to-5 corporate job, sort of slaving away, doing a lot of computer work. Today was my first remote day, and it's been okay, to be honest. I do know that with these kind of jobs, the more time you put into it, the more of a financial benefit you'll gain, the more pension that you'll increase your pension much more, your 401k will expand, all that stuff. I mean, in terms of how I emotionally feel about it, I don't know, I'm excited. You know why? I don't have any preconceived notions about how I'm going to feel in the next 10 weeks or 10 months in the job, because I sort of live in the moment. I take every moment as it comes, so to speak, right? So employment has been good. I'm honestly trying to find something extra just to like sort of diversify it up, but ultimately I do know that the channel will suffer a tad bit, but it's probably a necessary sacrifice just because I live in New York City. I need to offset the expensive costs and the inflation of living in New York City. This is just la verdad, right? This is the truth. So employment has been good and it will get better, right? And I'm sure it'll be good for all of you guys as well in your various 9-to-5s, working as a waiter, working as a secretary or whatever, if you choose to live in the moment. Very, very simple. And be on semen retention, that'll help too. Let's talk about relationships, right? Intimate relationships. So recently, I sort of fell in love with this wonderful figure, right? This wonderful androgynous being, right? I fell in love once again with this being. I've made love to this being. I'm sorry, but I have not relapsed. You know why? Because the name of that being is semen retention. I have fallen deeply in love with celibacy. We are 8 months in the practice. We are on an 8-month streak. We're not going anywhere. We've been doing very, very well. In terms of, like I said in the last Piso's perception, a literal embodiment of someone that lives in this 4-dimensional space that is a woman, where that the sole aura of that woman is meant to cause men to procreate, and me as well, because I am a male in this 4-dimensional space. If in terms of me meeting that type of person, no. And I'm not interested because I'm on semen retention. We are trying to ascend. We don't care about these things. We don't care about relationships, physical relationships. Sucks. That's not in the cards for us. And if it's in the cards for us, we want a mulligan, right? We want to discard our cards to the graveyard and get a new hand. So that's been that's how things have been going with my romantic relationships. I'm still very deeply in love with semen retention. I'm still very much in love and raptured by the beauty of celibacy. We're not going anywhere anytime soon on that. We're not breaking. In terms of platonic relationships, we're always making friends. So That's actually connected to my current form of employment. Like I said, I've been 3 weeks into this new job. We're in Queens now. Like, that's Manhattan behind us, for the guys that don't know New York City. But we travel, just know we travel very far. I don't know in which direction, but it's not that direction. We travel incredibly far to get to our jobs, and as such, I can't go to the gym that I've been usually going to when I used to reside in Brooklyn and work close to Brooklyn. So I have a new gym now, and with a new gym, that means new people, right? With new people means new platonic relationships. We've met a couple of people already in these 3 weeks of working at this new job. The gym has been fire, right? It's been very, very exciting, I'm not gonna lie. They got calf raise machines in this goddamn location. It's nuts, it's kind of nuts. I don't really need it, but it's fun to use just because it's an exercise of the calves. I don't usually do it. Me being like the only dark-skinned person over there, the majority of the population in that gym are they're like Mexican and they're from Ecuador. So it gives me an opportunity to practice my Spanish every time I meet a new person. So we are constantly learning, we are constantly growing, we are, ¿cómo se dice? Corriendo adelante, siguiente, right? Y aprendiendo más cosas, right? For the English speakers, we are advancing and ascending and learning new things. So that's that with relationships, platonic relationships. Let's get into semen retention, shall we? Let's get into semen retention. So it's been going pretty well, to be honest. Like I said, very, very excitingly. I have been 8 months into the practice. Obviously, you guys want to know how I've been feeling. What are my day-to-day thoughts? Do I even think about relapsing, right? Do I think about women, all that stuff? I'm gonna try to answer those questions respectively. So in terms of thinking about women, I do. I mean, I'm a red-blooded male. I eat very, very healthy. Naturally, the body is going to implore me to think about that kind of stuff. But I'm just not interested because I'm trying to ascend. I've been telling you guys this all the time. The benefits are far too great to just commit this act because everyone else is easily doing it because they're following their biological imperative, which I don't blame them to. Like, they're human beings, right? Close to the realm of animals. But I'm just sort of trying to get, ¿cómo vas? We got another Colombian fan down there, it's crazy. That's cool, I'm not gonna blame them, no one's gonna make fun of them. It's just that I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to sort of think how St. Augustine thought, you know, how all the ascetics of the past thought. This is what I'm interested in, nothing else at all. So the benefits, let's talk about the benefits, right, of semen retention, of this 8-month journey that I've been on so far. I mean, confidence, man, like the bravery. I think I've always been like this, honestly. It's just that as I was growing up, not on semen retention, I sort of identified with the personalities of the individuals around me. As a result, I thought I was them and acted like them, being very, very scared, full of anxieties, trepidation towards doing things that are good for the soul and the self. Now, you know, being 8 months on the practice, I'm just, honestly, my goal today was to just leave home and come here and do this Piso's Perception video. That was really it, and I've done it. Like, I'm here, you know, without any doubts. I figured, you know, oh, there'll be a whole bunch more people, but who cares? I mean, I want to get the message out. I like doing these Piso's Perceptions anyway. In summation of the benefits, a lot of confidence. You think very quickly. There's so many memories you start to recollect from when you were young, you know, from when you were in kindergarten, when you were in high school, all of those like deep memories, you just sort of remember them randomly. I usually get like these suggestions. I don't know where I would like see a color, a combination of things, and then I'm instantly inspired to make a new video topic, which I'm gonna talk about later in the video. So guys, please stay tuned for that. Also the vital physical energy. I feel incredibly robust. I feel incredibly strong. My gym game has definitely powered up, at least in the past month. Maybe it's akin to my diet, maybe my change in diet, maybe it's due to my heavier exercises, being in this new place and having to like sort of make my mark, my territorial mark. That's the only sort of thing that remains of my human side besides my body. I have to prove myself, right? Honestly, it's been good. Honestly, I've been feeling very, very strong. I've been feeling very, very quick and smart. Just how I felt in the last month and the month before that, really. So I can't really tell you anything, but continue on your journeys of semen retention. Stop listening to all the Instagram posts about trying to find a date or being angry at dating, at relationships. That's not important. That's not even close to being important. What's important for you guys, if you're even watching this channel, is stay on semen retention. Revelation. Stay celibate. Find creative outputs and find physical outputs. That's all you need to do, and then you will find enlightenment, I promise you. The longer you stay on semen retention, the more you will find your own purpose, your own creative expression, and your own outlets. Seriously, semen retention is going well. Long story short, let's find out. We have a long list of things to talk about, so stay tuned. Mental health. How's my mental health? So, mental health has been solid. Honestly, I mean, at the end of the day, there is this sort of, what is it called? A sort of separation you feel from the rest of society when you are celibate by choice and consistently going into those environments where people are usually not celibate, but like, you know, you're like sort of like Buddha, almost like Buddha. Seriously, you're just walking through chaos and just maintaining your inner peace. There is something about that sort of environment and that situation that will sort of challenge the maxims and the pillars of your mind, almost, right? What you've built your conscious up to be based on all of your experiences as you've been getting older, that will be challenged doing things like this, right? Or staying long on semen retention and staying committed to your purpose and staying committed to the practice, because it shakes your boundary a little. At least that's been happening to me, right? I mean, I just sort of think every now and then, is this the correct choice? Am I doing the right thing, right? Every now and then. But then, of course, I'm always hit with a little bit of reality. Let's stay on semen retention, right? I already think about what will happen when I relapse. My memories will be gone. My energy will wane. I will have to spend more money to regain my energy by buying all these healthy foods to regain the vitamins that I've lost. My creative output will lessen and dampen. These are not sacrifices that I'm willing to make, especially with the modern woman. Let's just keep it a bean. We're just not interested. I am more interested in expressing my creativity to you guys than expressing my physical libido with a modern woman. Absolutely, that's not gonna happen. Somba is not caving anytime soon. Mental health has been solid. Honestly, I've been feeling a little bit more euphoric. Now I'm really, really happy. I feel very excited to show you guys this scene. I was thinking about it all day, you know, whilst I was working, you know, remote, and I had the whole backdrop in mind to show you guys, and it's here, and I'm here doing this. So I don't know, it's just euphoria, man. It's just, you feel a lot of joy and you get inspired so much. When you are completely solid of mind and you're stoic, you're not really reactive to the things around you. You sort of, things happen, and then you notice those things, and then you're just like, at least this is how it happens for me. I have an idea, oh my goodness, I gotta talk about this on the channel. This is every single time, which is I'm going to talk about later in the video, I promise. We have a couple new video topics that I'm gonna bring up in the channel, so stay tuned. But long story short, mental health is solid. Every now and then, I do think about caving, I promise you. Not with adult film content, but just like going to go talk to a woman, right? Or talk to a couple women in the gym. But my dedication to the mission is far greater than some short-term pleasure. Seriously, I'm actually at this point right now. Mental health is good, guys. And if you're on semen retention too, you're gonna have the same reactions, you're gonna have the same responses. New segments of the channel, new segments. So if you guys been following me, or you guys have been new subscribers in the past month, I'm sure you guys are no stranger to the frequency of video uploads that I've been making. Once a day videos. I try at least once or twice a week community posts. So we've been actually exposing ourselves way more on the online space. We've been sort of proliferating the online community, right, to some degree. And it's not gonna change for this July coming up. We are still going to post one video every day. We are trying to sort of synchronize our work schedule and our gym schedule and our life schedule. You know, we gotta clean, chores, cook food and whatnot, with still being creative for the channel and still bringing out content. I have no problems with that. I have none. So keep expecting the frequency of video uploads to remain consistent. Also, the new video series uploads. We are gonna do something very exciting. You guys are probably not gonna be excited about it, but I sure as hell am excited. Video game character analysis, right? We have a whole bunch of these online, right? We have people talking about Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. We have people talking about Sora from Kingdom Hearts. We have people talking about, what's going on? Konnichiwa, or ni hao. I don't know where he's from. Was that wrong to do that? I'm gonna take that out of the video. That might be a little wrong. I'm not gonna do that again. We have video game character analysis. People do this online. Cloud, what kind of character is he? Is he like some sort of edgelord stoic, or like all these other video game characters? What I'm doing right? Because as we know, the main outlet of the channel is about semen retention, right? It's about ascension, it's about spirituality. Leaving behind the modern world, casting aside the physical pleasures of the body and the mind, which is also physical, in order to have some sort of grand purpose. The purpose to have the same motivation and goals, right, of the people of the past that created this society and various societies all around the world. So these video game character analysis videos will be very, very legendary. I already have one in the queue and I have another one waiting to be edited. I hope you guys are ready for that. We are going to do more gym videos. I realize that I'm a fanatic for the gym. Big surprise, oh my goodness. So we're gonna try to include more gym videos. We also are gonna do more, it says I've taken a hard fall because I hit my hand so hard. No, I'm fine, I'm safe. We are going to not only do more gym videos, we're gonna try to do more exploring videos, you know, walking around, having a chat and whatnot. We are also going to do more interviews, I promise. We sort of suffered a loss from the, because of the exit of Alpha T. I understand that. Alpha T was a very, very solid guy in the semen retention space. And I definitely appreciate a lot of his words, and I'm sure you guys still do, even a month after he's left YouTube. But you still have that interview, right, with me and him that you guys could still watch. And of course, we're going to try to connect with other people in the YouTube space that are about semen retention to see what they have to say and how they have to contribute, you know? So stay tuned for that. Oh, La Serie de Español, right? So due to some of the subscribers of the channel, yo lo olvido sus nombres, right? Sus títulos in YouTube, right? For the English speakers, I forgot their names, but we've actually been very, very consistent with uploading the more videos completely in Spanish, talking about semen retention, because as we know, the Latin America is really full of sensualism. Seriously, these guys are really just about like sex, and it's just annoying. And I know that there's some guys down there that are really interested in like uplifting content, philosophical content, content about ascension. Due to one of the subscribers on one of the live streams earlier that told me to start making videos in Spanish, I have about 5 or 6 videos in total that are completely in Spanish talking about semen retention. The different angles that I sort of hit pertaining to this topic is pretty amazing, I'm not gonna lie. My Spanish es mejorando, te prometo, mi español es mejorando. Pero hay más palabras y frases de español si yo puedo aprender, right? I could learn way more phrases in Spanish. So it's happening. And plus the early videos, right? I think there was like the second or the third Spanish video, or La Serie de Español. They are doing much better than I ever anticipated, right? The views are kind of crazy. So I'm gonna continue. We still got more coming, guys. I'm very excited. So stay tuned for that. La Serie de Español va a continuar, no va a parar. Te prometo. To the new subscribers and to the classic subscribers, right? My loyal ones, my La Liga de Sombras, right? My friends, we have been doing a lot more book analyses, especially connecting them to semen retention. We have a solid couple guys on the channel that's been giving me a lot of book recommendations that's been valid. We are gonna continue doing that. They've been doing extremely well. I like the feedback, and I also really like the ideas that a lot of the old authors have, especially in reference to celibacy. It seems like this is not just some sort of avant-garde idea that us men has sort of brought up or sort of conceived as some sort of indirect way to deal with the plague and the scourge of modernity and modern women. No, it actually existed. People have been doing this for a very long time. So, hello, so cute. Love her hair. That is not this has been a thing. So we are gonna continue doing some book analyses. We're gonna continue doing some connections. I think that's it for Piso's Perception Chapter 9, right? Cha-cha, cha-cha-cha-cha. Piso's Perceptions, the Piso. Cha-cha, cha-cha, cha-cha. Don't ever let this place get you down. As always, this world is full of traps, my friends. This world is full of misinformation, full of modernity, full of licentiousness and lavishness and whatever other L word that's sort of negative. But you have to remember that it first starts with the self. When you learn how to control your impulses, when you learn how to control your mind, when you learn how to view ascension as not something that is disconnecting from the public, but rather trying to connect with a higher source that is sort of seldom noticed and sort of seldom communicated with. Because these guys get lonely too, right? Connect with like-minded individuals. Do not be lonely. Bridge the two worlds, right? I'm doing left and right here, up and down, up and down. Bridge the two worlds, the divine and the physical. Find creative expression. Control your impulses and let your flower blossom. And stay radiant, my friends. I shall see you guys in the next video.